Now this, what started out as a meeting about the planned state takeover of Houston ISD escalated into an all-out shouting match.
Our Larry Seward is at Chavez High School in Southeast Houston, where a lot of parents not holding back, Larry.
They were not, Lynn. We saw groups chanting during and after, people hoisting signs, union members worried about their futures, passing out flyers about the next community town hall on state takeover. In between, raw emotions raged.
And I'll be damned if I watch my kids go to this damn high school.
Watch how you talk to these kids.
I have had more trouble than the law of getting my children, my grandchildren, a good education.
As you can see, I am not here to support a TA takeover. I'm here to fight a TA takeover.
So if y'all fail, we get our schools back.
Answer the question, how many school districts have succeeded under TA rule? That is a big fat zero.
We're here with two intentions. The first intention is just to listen.
The second intention of the TEA representatives, and there were 3 here tonight, was to answer questions, but more than a few of the people here left wanting more clarity. The next community town hall will be December 3rd, that at the Houston Federation of Teachers office. We're live outside Chavez High School. Larry Seward, KHOU 11 News.
Yeah, thank you, Larry. Likely to be heated as well.